Good morning. It is day of Pentecost, 18. How are you guys doing today? Today I want to talk a little bit about the Natural Born Citizen Clause of the United States Constitution in Article 2, Section 1, Clause 5. Citizen or a citizen at the time of the adoption of the Constitution is eligible for the U.S. president, and what that means. And the whole idea of that came from a letter that, well, I shouldn't say the whole idea, but within the Constitution of the United States, the bounds where that came from, the idea came from a letter that the first chief of the United States Supreme Court penned to then General George Washington, who became our first president, stating, kind of permit me to hint whether it be wise and seasonable to require only that a natural born citizen, only the office of the president to evolve upon only a natural born citizen, to exclude the, you know, possibility of foreigners in the office. Now, under that context, we were had just got through with the revolution in England, and we were creating a new jurisdiction of American, uh, a new jurisdiction of Americanism, which basically, when you became a whole new uh, race, um, and in the bounds of that race, um, uh, there was everything that was included, but as a nation, we became a nationalistic government defined under the United States Constitution of the United States, which is a jurisdiction governing body of land that um, became the United States of America. Now, to describe what would be a foreigner in the office of in the office of the president, we have to look and just understand what the parameters were of natural born citizen and what was included in the construction of foreign influence in that office. And with a pure definition, born in the United States to United States citizens, we see that there is absolutely no foreign influence um, in that, meaning that you were born in one of the United States of America, one of the 50 states now, and your parents were both U.S. citizen parents. Now, under that definition, no foreign influence is permeated into the office of the president. Now, if we just took a simple case of, let's say, Kim Jong-un and the ability of foreign princes, and this is the idea that opponents have put forth that say that that definition is too narrowly defined. There's too big of a wall in that definition, because it would exclude some people who were actually U.S. House of Representatives or U.S. senators, because their definition in those offices does not have that qualification. Their definition in the representatives and senators office is simply citizen. So we only see the exclusive natural-born citizen qualification in the office of president and now the office of vice president. And so that's been a contentious problem, because people that become U.S. representatives and U.S. senators, even though they see a difference in age range and length of being, a citizen of the United States, and there's other differences, they want to be able to run for president. But the problem becomes, and actually, was originated with the ability for a foreign king or a foreign prince, a foreign emperor, to propagate and usurp the office of the President of the United States, which is a huge deal for the whole world. And there would be no better way to basically make the revolution null and void and ruin our sovereignty than to that's the office right there that's got the most power, controls the military, and all kinds of bad things can happen. And we're witnessing that straight out with the hassle that President Trump has received from the shadow or deep state government that Obama installed. So I don't think there's an argument anymore of, would a foreign prince subvert our government, And once they get into that position, it goes into the elections. It's catastrophic. It goes into all the three-letter agencies, with the FBI. We've seen, James Comey and Peter Strzok, and emails, Lisa Page and McCabe, and their ability to lie and subvert the United States Constitution and the United States Constitution and our elections, with influence within those agencies that was basically corrupt and anti-American, basically treasonous acts, which is very serious, because they didn't want somebody else to be president. They liked the game that they had going. And so the crux of foreign influence would, with one American parent